Can I buy the magazine Oh Naked Titties over there?
What?
Nerd moment. This plane's gonna explode.
I'm gonna go lay down now because I'm dead.
There was that one song, the Tiptoe.
Oh yes. Tiptoe through the window.
Stop! Oh my god.
That's it.
Hello and welcome, guys. I'm Jae Carbon. Welcome to my channel, and today I've got another mukbang for you. And Madeline's back.
What up, guys?
Yeah. Guys, look how giant my head is compared to Madeline.
I'm so small.
She's so small.
I do have a small face.
She does this really fun parlor trick where if you tell her to like widen her eyeballs, they don't actually move.
No, it doesn't. Because I have such small eyes. Yeah, I don't know if
it's not gonna happen.
No,
on
you
camera.
can't see it. It's you gotta be like right here.
Yeah, it's a fun trick though.
Just imagine.
One day I'll have to get her to do her like accent impressions. They're all the same. Whether if it's a Russian accent, a Mexican accent, Italian, doesn't matter.
It's all southern.
It's all southern.
It all has a southern something to it.
It's okay. It's great. It's the best thing ever.
Thanks.
Okay. So we are literally dying of hunger. So I'm just going to tell you real quick what we have today. We've got 4 packets of Indomie Goreng spicy noodles. We've got little kimchi dumplings here, 2 packs of the PALDO brand JAJANGMYEON, the black bean noodles, if you're not familiar. And then, guys, we're gonna try the MALA spicy noodles. I think that's what they're called. They're like taking the mukbang world by storm. Or they have been. I know, we're scared. This is what the package looks like. So I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. It smells explosive.
You like feel it in your eyeballs.
Like explosive diarrhea. It's a good time to get eating.
Explosive diarrhea. Good time.
Good times.
Both good.
It's what we
Good.
like.
Great.
And then we've got some Morningstar buffalo chicken patties to go with. Got some kimchi over here. And then for our bonus round, we've got chocolate cherry cake here. And it's too hot to ice right now, so we thought we'd just ice it later. And yes, I do have packaged icing. Don't judge. Don't give a fuck, because I don't like to bake as it is. Not gonna lie, this came from a box. And I stirred in the cherries. It's gonna be good. So I'm gonna put that aside for now so we can get eating.
Yes.
Okay. Just hopefully no cat hair gets on that.
It's okay. We're gonna adjust the cat hair.
She has a cat too, so.
He's crazy.
And actually, we should probably eat something that we're not gonna die first.
Let's start. Well, end strong.
So and strong, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna go for the Indomie.
Oh, that's what the little thing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry.
You're gonna have to forgive my chopstick skills. I'm okay. I'm subpar.
I am Asian, and I should be murmuring. No, that's bristle. I'm just kidding. I'm actually not that good at chopsticks, to be honest. I should be better, but
it's challenging. I mean, well, like noodles, I could probably, noodles I think I can do decent at, but like, well, say I'm already failing. But rice is extremely hard to eat with chopsticks. Am I doing it? I think I'm doing it. Sort of.
Oh man, these are good.
Little baby bowl of noodles.
Yeah. Oh, and I have some soy sauce here if you want for your your dumplings. They're a little spicy. Maybe I should have warned you. Yeah.
No.
I don't know if you can tell.
There's a little bit. It's good. So, how did you know about these noodles? You just kind of randomly pick them up and you're just like, I'm gonna try these.
Yeah. They're big in the mukbang community. I just got some water down here. Oh my god. I tried to eat that way too fast. Just choked a little, it's fine. We all need a little choking in our lives. We actually have a topic today, but we need to try this. Yeah, we're gonna try
before we
everything.
chat.
The what?
Do you want to try it before we chat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling it's gonna be too distracting to like try it in the middle of the time.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Okay, see? Chopstick game, not strong. So we've got the JAJANGMYEON here. And you know,
Is that a type of sauce?
it's the sauce, yeah. It's basically indicative of the sauce.
Dude, these noodles are amazing.
Mmm.
I'm gonna have to get some of these.
Mm-hmm. Mmm.
Are those spicy too?
No. At first I didn't like them, this particular brand.
Yeah.
But they're actually really freaking good now. I think I'm just really hungry, to be honest.
You know, I've had certain foods like that where it's like the first time around I eat it and
That was a good shot.
I can't talk and scoop at the same time.
I also supplied you with a fork just in case you wanted to abandon
I was going to try and resist the fork, but I may have to use the fork for these.
Here.
Oh, thank you. Please, sir.
Some more, sir.
Please, let me some more.
Have you actually seen that movie, or do you just know that reference?
I just know that reference. There's so many things that I just know the reference and I've never seen it before.
So that's actually from, oh shit, what is it called? Yeah, Oliver. I've read the book. It's by Charles Dickens, but I've also seen the movie. And I'll be honest, as much as I love to read, Charles Dickens bores the shit out of me. Maybe it's just that book. I need to, because I think that's the only Charles Dickens book
Yeah,
I've
I was
ever
going to say, I don't think I've ever read anything of his. They're good, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
These are really good. They almost have like a sweet flavor to them.
Korean food is really interesting that way, where like, it's like sweet and savory, and then super spicy and also sweet. I've heard that these have a slight hint of sweetness to it, but you almost don't notice because it's too much.
So, growing up where I grew up in Berkeley, and then we would always, there was a Korean restaurant that was like walking distance from our house, so we'd go walk there for dinner lots of times.
I didn't know you and Korean food went way back.
Oh yeah. I remember one of my favorite things, and I don't know what it's called, but it was the glass noodles.
Oh,
like the glass noodle salad.
Japchae. That's what
God, it is so good. I don't know where to find it anymore.
Oh, girl. I can take you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And H-Mart smells it. Sells it. Do I have food on my face? Okay.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite things. And then my dad loves kimchi.
Yeah,
like
kimchi.
Always down for kimchi, which I actually don't remember the last time I've tried kimchi. So we're going to try that and see how it goes. Because it's cabbage, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, not fermented. What is it?
Yeah, fermented.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to eat this as a palate cleanser. I'm going to try these spicy noodles.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can get down with some kimchi.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I crave it.
I like that.
Dumplings.
Yeah.
Normally, because I'm a bad Asian, I microwave dumplings. I don't steam them. I just put like a wet paper towel over it so it's sort of steamed. But this time I put it in the air fryer because I didn't want to like oil fry it because I'm too lazy for all that. It turned out really good.
Yeah, I'm going to try one. I'm going to eat these last little noodles and then I'll try those.
Okay, here we go. I'm afraid, guys.
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Sure.
I'm so scared. Okay, maybe just a little bit first. I don't know how
I
to
was
get
going to say, dude, like, take one noodle. Jay's going for it. She's like, nah.
It's gonna
I
be
need a
okay.
full experience.
Yeah, I just need to
Just
know.
get it in my mouth.
Oh, it smells just crazy.
Oh, God. The silence. How you doing? As she breathes fire.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I'm going to do one noodle.
Here. I'm not gonna eat that.
Okay. I'll just take this from you.
Disclaimer, I have cashew milk down here. Yeah, that's happening.
Oh, Jesus, Jay. I'm scared.
Don't be scared. Be a little scared. It doesn't hit you right away.
No, it doesn't.
It's not bad. I'm not gonna eat that whole thing though.
Yeah, dude, you were just like all in. If you take it one little bite, it's okay.
I don't
It's
want
like
a little bite.
Like coats your mouth with heat.
Yeah, fuck that. How do people like do a whole challenge of this? People do a challenge where like you eat as much as you can without taking a drink.
Shut up.
Yeah, and like I don't know, dude. That's too much. Woo!
I really like these.
Yeah, I'm starting to sweat a little bit.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. It's all good. I'm not a wuss when it comes to spice, but that was not fun. Well, it was fun in the sense that it was you got it.
Hold on. Fork time.
Yeah, fork time. Oh, it's getting worse. The spice is getting worse in my mouth. There we go. Okay. We're a hot mess. So today, now that we've got sort of a handle on all the food that we have, ooh, I think it's making it worse that I'm blowing air into
like
it.
Pregnancy breaths.
I mean, that's how I would end up feeling after eating like any more of that. But today we're gonna talk about one of our favorite movie franchises. Not because it's new, not because it's like the best ever, but because it's worth it. Final Destination.
Yes.
Guys, it's on Netflix. They just like uploaded it.
Is there question?
Yeah.
Is there more than 3?
Oh, I think there is.
Because I don't think I've seen. I've only seen 1, 2, and 3.
I think I've only seen 1, 2, and 3 as well. Actually, I was looking into this as I was researching a little bit. Not that I did a whole bunch of research on this. Excuse me. But I realized there's the Final Destination. That's what it's called, the last installment. Oh my god, guys. I don't know if it's just because I've been running around trying to get this food ready or it was the bite of the noodle. I'm actually sweating a little bit. Oh, yeah. No, seriously though, yeah, that's intense. I don't know about all that. Luckily, it was only like $2 a packet.
Yeah, I'm definitely a big fan of this one because I like that there's some heat to it, so it has good flavor, but it's not like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. And then I like that one because it balances it because it's sweet. Yeah, good job. She's always coming up with crazy, innovative stuff. I mean, and even just like your spread and everything that you make is awesome.
I love you. She makes me feel so good. Oh my god. If I'm sweating, guys, I'm sorry. I'm not gross. Anyway, so yeah, there's a 4th Final Destination.
Yeah.
The Final Destination, but I don't think I've seen it. I may have, but I don't remember anything about it.
But the first one that came out, I think it was in 2000.
I think it was like 2005, so like very early 2000s,
okay.
Basically the 90s, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, dude, the movies are okay. There's also, I've noticed in all of them, the plot is like just kind of handed to you on a silver platter. Like, this is what happens, and everyone knows.
Yeah.
But you can't really get away with that now. I think.
No, I agree.
That was a very 90s thing. Is like in horror films, the story, the plot was just kind of like, here you go.
So what you mean for that? If you've never seen it.
Yeah, I guess we probably go over that first.
Yeah. You might have seen it. I mean, it's a pretty popular, like, well-known movie. Even for people who don't like horror movies. They've seen it.
Yeah.
But basically, in the first movie, we're really only going to touch most of our, like, story time on the first movie because 3 movies is a lot. But in the first movie, a bunch of high school students are getting ready to go to Paris for like a school summer trip, I guess. Okay, I need you to cooperate with me, Noodles. I just need you to
Those don't stick. I think it's the sauce.
Yeah, it's a little sticky. They're about to get on a plane to Paris. So everyone's really excited. And the main character, his name is Alex Browning, and his best friend Todd, they're like talking, getting ready, getting excited, and they're on the plane. And the first couple things happen that like Alex finds weird as he sits down, like a piece of the seat in front of him breaks, and he's just noticing small things that are starting to freak him out, and he doesn't know why. It's like an intuition thing. And fast forward through all that, the plane explodes. And I'm not giving anything away because literally if you watch like the trailer, that happens.
It's like the first, 30 minutes.
Not even. It's like the first like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's what she sort of means by like handing that plot on the silver platter. Because after the plane explodes, basically it's all a dream. Alex wakes up and he's sitting in his seat on the plane getting ready, and then all the stuff that he saw in his dream happen, like all the weird
almost
little
like deja vu.
Yeah, it starts happening, and he's like, and he freaks out, of course, because he's like, this plane's gonna explode, and you can't yell that shit in a plane and like not have everyone freak out.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah, so like about 6 people follow him off the plane, like a teacher, a couple of his other, 2 teachers actually, a couple of his other classmates, his best friend Todd, that sort of thing. And
the girl.
And the girl, right. Right. The actress Ali Larter, whom I love.
Same.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah. She's in so many good movies.
The one I know, and it just sticks in my brain, is Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Because she's the other chick's friend who like does the karate moves and tries to steal the diamonds.
So when Nick saw her, my boyfriend, when Nick saw her on the screen, he didn't realize that she was on there.
Yeah.
He apparently loves her because she was on Heroes. She's in like some of the later seasons.
I forgot about that show.
Yeah. So she has a lot of like sort of nerdy sci-fi horror, like street cred.
Yeah.
And she's really young here. But so they all get off the plane. They're talking to like airport security and this sort of stuff. And basically as they're waiting in the sort of the terminal. Yeah, the terminal. They notice the plane take off with all of their classmates, and plane explodes, just like Alex thought.
Yep.
Yeah. So that got crazy. It literally first like 10, 15 minutes of the movie. And then the rest of the movie is them basically trying to escape death, because death has a design.
Yes.
And they messed with this.
They cheated death.
They cheated death. So death is sort of righting the wrongs by trying to kill them in order. And that's basically what the movie's about. It's really good, but like she said, it's sort of a plot handed to you in the first couple minutes.
And it's an interesting plot too, because even like, so we'll talk about more of the first one, but even like the first, second, and third, it's a very interesting storyline that you could kind of just plug in like crazy disaster at the beginning, and then just backtrack. Rewind and then trace everyone's steps. So you could really do so many cool stories.
For sure.
It, you know?
Although after like 3 or 4 movies, you're like, I've definitely already seen everything that happens in this movie.
I have to work. I'm good.
But truly, like, she's right. It's just over and over again the same plot, but it's great. Especially when you watch the first movie. I really think the first is the best.
So I may be biased because I've seen the third one probably the most out of all of them, but I really like the third one. I'm not a fan as to how the storyline develops. It's just kind of like, I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. But how people end up dying are some crazy things. So that's why I like the third one so much.
And what's interesting too is that, like I said, death is trying to right the process. Like he's trying to make sure that they actually die the way that they're supposed to. But mind you never see death or anything.
No.
Like it's just sort of like a dark cloud. Yeah. But in the process of them dying, they always end up dying crazy deaths, because that's half the allure of the movie. What?
Did you ever see that Spike show, 1,000 Ways to Die? Please tell me.
Briefly.
Oh. It was like obscure, crazy ways that you would never think that you would die. Like a pole falls on you and you die, or like.
I have seen this. Yeah.
Just something absurd, but it reminds me of that. Just like crazy ways that you would never think that you would die, and then you die.
I have a feeling they borrowed heavily from Final Destination.
That's true. But they were real stories.
Oh my God! Wait, what?
Yeah. Okay. So 1,000 Ways to Die, when it was on Spike, it was people's stories of how they really died. But they were these crazy, like, I don't know, you get sucked up by a lawnmower, or you like get, I don't know, just like these obscure, crazy things that you would never think actually happen. Happen. So it's Dude,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought that I guess I didn't really watch it because I really thought that they were just inventing different ways to die. Which, looking back now, it makes sense that that's not the case because that sounds like a stupid show. Like, you're just like posturing different ways to die. Doesn't make any sense. You could literally, I mean, you could die 1,000 different ways, but it's like a...
But, yeah, no, and like in Final Destination, death has a design. Death has a plan for you. And do we need to talk about, should we go into detail as to how all of them died? How much do we want to give away?
Let's talk about our favorite ones.
Okay.
So, just so you know, we're gonna focus on the first movie, but it's literally the same plot line for the first, second, third, and probably the fourth that we haven't seen.
Okay.
Like, some major disaster happens, the main character sees it in a vision, prevents it for like a key group of people, and then the rest of the movie is them just trying to escape death, trying to kill them in the right order that they were originally supposed to die in that major disaster in the first place. First movie, the major disaster was the plane. Second movie, the major disaster was like some crazy pileup on a highway, which
the log.
Yeah, there was like a big truck with like giant wood logs on it, and it like unlatched and killed everyone.
Yep.
Which I to this day freak out every time I drive next to it.
I know, in the mountains. Every time.
Yes, we went to college together up in the mountains, and it's already kind of crazy to drive on those like.
Oh my gosh, yeah! I remember when I had my '98 Honda Civic, and I had to drive up the mountain. It was like really loud trying to go up. It was sad. But
fun times.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat one of these. How do I just?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm about to just stab it, but.
Stopping might be a good option for you. What's happening? But yeah, let's talk about our favorite deaths.
Okay.
What's yours?
Okay, mine. It's easy. This one just sticks in my head. No pun intended.
Oh my god, no, shut up.
Do you?
No. Go ahead, tell them.
In Final Destination 3, when they're in, there's two characters. They're a boyfriend and girlfriend, and they work at a hardware store. And the girl, I can't remember exactly what happens. There's some type of accident in the hardware store, and things are falling off of the shelves. She loses her footing and lands backwards, and there's a nail gun right behind her, and somehow the trigger on the nail gun gets pressed, and all the nails go just shooting in her head. And
that's your favorite one?
That's my favorite one.
Why? Tell me. Not that I'm judging.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's just that just terrifies me that something like that could happen. And you just lose your footing, and all of a sudden something impales your brain. Like, that scares me.
That's fair.
Because some of them, I'm not gonna name which movie, but some of them get like hit by a car, and I guess it's more, sadly, maybe more common, but like the obscurity of being killed by a nail gun is
that's true.
What?
And it's such a like mundane object that people use all the time.
Yeah.
But you can almost like picture it being dangerous as you're like around a nail gun.
Yeah.
I get it.
But
that's a good one. Shit. There's so many good ones. Let me think.
I thought of another one.
Wait, well, I'm thinking you know.
Okay. I think this is in the second one, where one of the people that end up being saved from the wreckage, he's like some druggy guy, he likes to hang out, and I can't remember why he ends up outside, but he ends up outside like near a farm or something.
They're driving.
And they like pull off of the road or something like that, and I can remember how he died. I can't remember like how it leads up to his death. But anyways, there is some type of accident, and a fence loses kind of traction in the ground and gets whipped towards him. And it's like one of the wire fences.
Yeah, it's like a barbed wire.
And it whips it, like it gets thrown at him so fast that it literally chops him in like in thirds.
Thirds.
Yeah, and all of a sudden he just like slides off and dies.
It's a pretty satisfying death, I'm not gonna lie. Because literally he was just like joking around the second before. And he had I know that he was sort of half serious in the second movie, when they're like standing outside right before he dies. He leans over to some dude and he goes, excuse me. He was like, when I die, can you tell my mom I love her and also get rid of all my porn? He's like, okay, what sort of shady ass shit are you into? Mostly because, okay, porn being found by your mother, that's fine. I understand why that's embarrassing. But like literally everyone watches porn. Everyone has porn on their computer somewhere or like on your phone or whatever. So what crazy porn are you watching? That was my thought.
If we're gonna derail on porn, one story.
Oh yes, tell me.
I have a friend that I grew up with, and his parents were like super controlling. You know, they're very religious, and they were just, you know, they didn't appreciate stuff like porn, even if you're a young kid or a young adult, like growing up, you know.
Like, how do you even stop people?
Everyone does it. But so his mom would go through his stuff, just, you know, on the regular. So for him to have porn, he told me he cut a little hole in in his closet in the wall, and he had like a little. He's actually kind of smart. Like a little string, and like would hide his porn like in his wall. It had like a little hole and like a little slit, and he would hide it in there.
Wait, well, what was the string for?
I don't know.
Okay.
Was it maybe to like hang? Actually, maybe I'm making that up. Maybe
the string. You're not making.
I think I'm making the string up.
Okay. No string.
Imagination. No. But yeah.
Okay. Camera stopped recording, but I was in the middle of saying two thoughts about that whole situation.
Yes.
First, very clever. Secondly, he had like physical porn.
Yeah. Okay. You gotta think. It was like early 90s. No, late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, you know, Playboy, Penthouse.
So my thing about that, like, yeah, I get it. I get the times, but also, well, I guess what's nice about like internet porn is you can always delete like history.
Oh yeah.
And then you don't have to ask anyone for it. You don't have to go into a store and be like, can I buy the magazine Oh Naked Titties over there?
That's so funny.
Like, how did he get it?
So I never like looked super into the Playboy magazines or anything, but one thing that I found out, and I thought like I just found really humorous and entertaining, was every single Playboy magazine cover, there is the Playboy bunny hidden in the image somewhere. Like a little Easter egg, no pun intended. I did not know that, but if you look, like even in the model, like if it's like, you know, part of her dress or if it's like a little tattoo,
that's
it's
super interesting.
In the picture somewhere.
Almost subliminal.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Have you gotten dumplings?
Oh crap, no.
All right, I was like, I'm about to demolish
one for
them.
me. Okay.
Here, also, there's soy sauce so you can have some.
Thank you.
Wow, we're demolishing these.
Okay, we haven't talked.
Your favorite one. Okay, so wow. Okay, so let's think. Oh, in the first movie,
Yeah.
It's such a twisted, like messed up thing. All right, Noodles.
I'm wondering if I just rewatched the first one last night, so I'm curious to see what.
Yeah, so my favorite one in the first movie is really mostly because it's kind of sad. This is getting worse. Just not making it sound very good. The teacher.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it.
Because so in the scene, the teacher is like the most freaked out about everything that's happened. Because for one thing, remember in the beginning of the movie, when they all get off the plane, there are actually two teachers that come off the plane to see what's going on with Alex. And she tells the other teacher, no, you go, you know more French than I do, you need to chaperone the other kids, I'll stay here, deal with this. And she thought she was being sort of valiant, like she was sacrificing her vacation.
The time.
Yeah. But she was definitely torn up after the plane exploded because she was the one who was like, no, go. And she pushed the other teacher and now he's dead. Sad. So in the rest of the movie, she's basically getting ready to move because everything's just been so traumatic. She can't handle it. So she's in her house packing stuff up and she is terrified of the main character, Alex. She thinks that he has something to do with it. She's totally freaked out. Even at the like memorial for all the people that died.
Oh.
Yeah.
She was so bad.
Yeah. She basically like whispered to him real low and was like, you scare the hell out of me. Which, I mean, if you think about it, that's a teacher. That's his teacher. He's like 17 years old. Like, what kind of shit is that to say?
I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
I was like, he's just as scared as you are.
Yeah, like poor kid. But also that we forget sometimes that teachers are people too and they can't always like control their emotions like us.
True.
But anyway, in the death scene, she spills some wine on her computer, and then it sort of like short circuits and explodes a little, and then like a piece of glass. A little. I don't know.
It explodes.
Just a little. But piece of glass hits her in the throat. And of course, because it's reflex, she pulls it out, which I think is probably the worst thing ever. Because
I thought that too.
Yeah, because like all the blood just flows. But at least if the glass is there, it's like constricting blood flow, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, because we're not doctors.
Reminder. Yeah.
Listen to also a reminder. If you have a piece of glass in your throat,
leave it in. And then go to the doctor. Don't see us.
We won't be here. But she pulls it out, and of course, blood goes everywhere. She's freaking out. And little does she know that the whole time she was like walking around the house, like packing, her like wine glass had been leaking. So of course, the trail that she left behind, she slips, and she injures herself some way.
You have to remember, before that, the fire.
Shit, that's right, because so many things happen in this death scene, which is probably why it's one of my favorites. But earlier, before she like gets the glass stuck in her throat, she was making a cup of tea, and then she had.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
So when the computer explodes, the trail that was leaking has alcohol.
She stopped making tea. She put whiskey in it, and then it was leaking, and that's where the fire happened because the stove was on, and then basically. So she, grasping her throat while she's bleeding profusely, goes into the kitchen after sliding a little bit. And everything's catching fire, and then she like slips and falls again, and she had like placed a dish towel on top of her like knife rack. So she sees this, she's like reaching for it to like so she can like do. I have noodles in my hair. I was like, why does my hair feel cold?
Saving it for later.
Just instead of a beard, it just goes all in here.
That's true. Yeah.
But. So she's on the floor reaching up for the towel so she can like compress on her wounds, and then she doesn't realize that it's going to bring down the whole knife rack, and so it brings it down on her, and she basically gets stabbed by a knife. And then the main dude, Alex, comes rushing in because he saw all the signs of this happening, and he's a freaking idiot and starts getting like freaking fingerprints everywhere because the FBI is investigating this because a bunch of people just died in an airplane, and he was the one who said that the plane's gonna explode. Wow, was that confusing? I hope you guys see this movie. Well, you've seen it.
It's true.
Yeah, so
I got her.
she gets me. But I hope you go see this movie so that you understand that why this is a good death scene. Because first of all, there's like 16 things that happen, and then it's almost the most dramatic death scene because it's not. So Final Destination walks a fine line of being like almost comedic and horror.
Kind of like Scream.
Kind of like Scream.
Kind of genre.
Yeah, like sometimes some things happen so outrageously you're like, what?
Yeah.
But it's kind of why we love it. But that death scene was super grim and serious and really bloody.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, it's interesting because some of the. Well, never mind. I was like, this isn't really that gory of a movie, and I'm like replaying how everyone dies, and I'm like, never mind.
So boring.
Oh, what I do love about the first one is, I don't know his real name, sorry, but Stifler from American Pie is in it. I love it.
It's something like Scott, like Jason Michael Scott or Michael.
You're right. It's like 3 names.
It is
Something else? No. Sean
Michael Scott.
Yes. That's it. We declare his name now.
Stifler, if you're out there, you're obviously Sean Michael Scott. I hope that's. I feel like
Oh wait, maybe Michael Scott.
Michael Scott from The Office.
Just realized that. It's close, but you know who we're talking about.
But another one of my favorite deaths, I think is it the third or the second movie where the sun tanning room?
I forgot about that one.
That one's crazy.
That one is the third one, right?
Yes. So, that one is probably one of my favorites.
You're right. It's probably like number 2 from,
Yeah, because, again, remember, same plot line, different major disaster. So, these girls were supposed to die in the roller coaster disaster in that third movie. Mm-hmm. Well, they are, I guess what you would classify as your classic set of bimbos.
Yeah, like your stereotypical high school, like popular girl.
Not a lot going on in the intellectual area.
But, you know.
Yeah, but they were hot.
Yeah.
Very hot. Tan. Well, because they went to a tanning salon often. And they went to this tanning salon and they were both supposed to die at the same time on the roller coaster. So naturally, when they go into the tanning salon, they die at the same time. Mm-hmm. But, well, you probably already know what I'm about to say. They basically get into the tanning bed and they just sort of fry to death.
Oh.
But it was really explicit.
It was. They did a good job.
I mean, and they were like naked. Well, no, they were topless.
But then they had the eyes.
Oh.
They had, with the little things that protect your
goggles.
eyes. Yeah. Because they, okay, so how it happened, you understand how it is like the chick, okay, the guy who owns the tanning bed tells one of the girls not to bring in her cup because it could leak condensation.
Oh, yeah.
And she puts her cup like over the electronic thing that runs the 2 tanning beds.
Yeah.
And then the water gets into that machine and the machine cranks up its heat and then they just fry. But then, because it gets so hot, the little thing that they have on their eyes like melts into their face.
Oh, I don't remember that. I'm gonna have to rewatch this.
I binged in like last week. So, yeah. But, oh my gosh.
One of my favorites, just because it's so ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I hadn't seen them in such a long time, and I forgot how they like got trapped in the beds, and what like a shelf fell over them, and then lodged itself in between both of the beds, so they couldn't push it open. Another reason why you should not go to the tanning.
No, don't go. There's sunlight, and then your skin is beautiful regardless.
And then death.
Like, just don't.
Yeah.
But it was also super horrifying as well as outrageous, and it sort of stuck with me for a while. The first time I saw it, I was like, I mean, I never had any intentions of ever going to a freaking tanning salon, but definitely not anymore.
It's like burning or drowning. Both terrifying.
Just because it takes time.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's just like the doom is coming and you can't do anything about it.
No.
You just have to like let it happen. Well, to a certain extent, like you could try and fight it off, but
it's sort of futile.
Yeah, at that point, especially for the tanning beds.
Oh, really? Like, if you've watched it as much as we have, you'll understand why it's sort of like it borders that comedy horror line, because some of it's really outrageous, like I keep saying, but
it's also it's the like typical, I don't know, it's the 90s high school vibe.
Yeah.
Mixed with horror. I think that's why it feels almost like a comedy. Because it's got, your jock, your nerd, your pretty girl. Yeah, like it kind of checks all the boxes and then death comes in.
Yeah. I guess it's got like that almost corny plot line to the point, but they do it so well. It's a classic.
It is.
And what I was thinking about this while I was watching it recently. What I really like is kind of why I like the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Freddy Krueger, if y'all don't know.
I know. I mean, where are you? We will find you and we will watch it with you.
Oh, I was like, we're not even bad to you. We just want to watch movies with you. I was like, hang on, Madeline.
It's like, where's this going?
Stop. But the reason I like both of those movies is that the villain, because Freddy Krueger is in your dreams. How do you defeat a nightmare?
So scary.
And then Final Destination is death.
Yeah.
Like, how do you defeat death? You can't.
No.
You're just a helpless little ant in the design, and I think that's truly terrifying. That's almost like that existential dread that people just deal with on a daily basis, but in a horror movie / comedy form.
I never thought about that, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's like the ultimate. Death is like the ultimate villain.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Quote Jae Carbon.
Okay, how are you feeling? Do you want more noodles, or should we move on to cake?
I want cake.
Yeah.
Unless you want noodles. I'm good on noodles.
Yeah, I'm good on noodles.
Okay.
Wait, I want this.
Everything was delicious though. Like, definitely like these.
Yeah.
I'm now okay. So the last time I was on here, we were eating the chicken nuggets. I am now obsessed, and I keep them in my freezer. Like, I buy 2 at a time now. Like,
it's worth it.
Yeah, dude. Even in the microwave, which I was a little hesitant in microwaving them.
I microwave them too sometimes.
Taste pretty good, and they're for a minute, and they actually are pretty filling. Mm-hmm. They're a good like quick lunch snack.
Okay. Want to move this?
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Okay. So, cake.
Yeah.
All right. So, like I said, this is just a box cake that I made. And basically what I did was I got a can of cherry pie filling. I know this is sort of like super trashy food, but it's okay. It's not, I should not use the word trashy, but quick food. Like I said, I'm not a big baker. I love to cook.
I love baking.
Yeah, she loves baking.
Oh, I could have done something.
No, it's okay.
All right.
It's okay. But I'm not patient enough for baking. She is. She's very zen. So I use a lot of like, if it's not like a one bowl sort of recipe thing, I'm not gonna make it. So we're just gonna ice the shit out of this.
Yes.
Oh.
I would have never thought like you may not be like you said that you're not good at baking, but the way that you like prepare food and just desserts in general, you're very like innovative in what you think. So, like, I would have never thought to throw in cherry pie filling in the cake, but that's like that sounds delicious.
Yeah,
it's so easy. Like, see, me, I have a tendency to want to overcomplicate things just for the sake of being complicated, or I don't know what it is.
No, I get it. Like you, I think you like the
process.
The process, right?
Like
you enjoy cooking a lot, or baking a lot, which that's how I feel about cooking. Baking is a whole other thing. It makes me nervous because I can't like improvise in the middle. Once it's in the freaking oven, that's it. I don't know how many times I've like ruined things. Also, frosting is probably my biggest.
Dude,
like,
I know, right?
Yeah.
I can never do it. Okay, making buttercream. Literally, it's butter and sugar and cream, or it may just be butter and sugar. It always comes out either grainy or it pulls apart. Like, I tried to make raspberry buttercream once, and it separated.
So I'm gonna tell you now. I was gonna say that I don't do frosting because I can't wait to actually put it on until it's cool. So like my cakes often just end up sliding. I don't make frosting. So I applaud you for making frosting ever.
I tried. It doesn't work though.
Okay. So we're gonna put this down here, and then we've got some glasses for some cashew milk. Now we can use it without fear of like the devil's butthole noodles in our mouths.
But you know what we are about to put in our mouths? Devil's food cake.
Oh, look at you. Oh, and it makes sense as we're talking about friggin' Final Destination.
Yes. I was like, what cake should I predict?
Oh, I forgot.
What?
Nerd moment.
Nerd moment. Yes.
Guys, I had a complete freak out earlier. There is a new movie about J.R.R. Tolkien's life coming out. She knows. Most people who know me know that I am the biggest Lord of the Rings nerd ever.
Oh, yeah. They're great, though.
They are. They're wonderful. I think this isn't your... You're basically like, they're great.
They're so good.
Yeah. I am so excited, and I don't know much about the movie other than the one trailer I've seen, but I basically screamed in the office when I saw it. Mostly because I saw my phone. I shouldn't be. Shh. But it's, I think, supposed to be about his life and like how he came up with the stories and the people around him. And oh my god,
That is really awesome.
and it has the actor who plays J.R.R. Tolkien, young J.R.R. Tolkien, Nicholas Hoult, and he's in a lot of like nerdy freaking movies. It's pretty great. He played the Beast in X-Men Origins. Yes,
I love him.
yes,
He's my favorite.
oh my god. And then
He's cute.
he's so cute. You know, he dated Jennifer Lawrence for a while.
Yeah.
So
They were
cute.
cute. So cute.
So cute. He was also in Skins back in the day.
Oh, the British show?
Mm-hmm. And then About a Boy. He played the little boy with Hugh Grant.
And, crap. What's that zombie movie?
Warm Bodies.
That one.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, he has major nerd cred, and I absolutely am excited for this role for him because he plays a lot of like semi-serious roles. Or semi-comedic, I mean.
He's not. I get him and another actor confused. He's not the guy who played Norman Bates, right?
No, that's Freddie Highmore, but
I love
sort of
both of them.
similar. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm so pumped for this movie. I will be there midnight, first in line.
Yes.
Probably not. They probably don't do midnight showings anymore, right? Because of all
Sadly,
of the
Sadly, all
all the
bad things that
shootings.
happened.
Yeah.
It's awful.
People ruining things
I know.
for everyone else.
I know.
Because what if I want to stay up at ungodly hour on a Thursday night?
I don't know if they like do evening releases like the day before. I think they'd still do something, but it's definitely not like a thing anymore.
Yeah, no, they definitely do. They do it like Thursday, but they like end at like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So not the same.
Yeah.
Because you can't tell if someone's a diehard fan at 8 o'clock.
Dude, and so the ones that I went to was Pirates of the Caribbean. I dressed up as a pirate. Mm-hmm.
Pirate, bro. I wouldn't have expected that.
I don't know, it was fun.
I mean, it's great. One more story and then we can get into
Oh,
it.
yeah.
On the topic of like costumes at the movie theater.
Yeah.
So when this horrible movie came out, did you ever see Avatar: The Last Airbender, like the movie?
Not the movie yet. The show was good.
The show was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The movie was bad. Bad M. Night Shyamalan. Bad. Mostly because it left out a bunch of like important things that lead up to the rest of everything else that happens. It just like screwed shit up. But when I went to the showing, there was a little kid there with his bald little head dressed as Aang.
Aww.
I had the arrow.
That's awesome.
And I was like, please, I need children like you in my life.
What's the little animal?
Abba.
The big animal.
Oh.
Abba?
That's a big
The
animal.
fluffy thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Oh, the little lemur.
No, I said little, but I meant big.
Oh, you meant big.
Yeah, she's right.
Okay.
Wait, when does the Tolkien movie come out?
I think like March or May.
Well, that's soon.
May. Yeah, May. So it's happening. I'm really excited. It's happening. Okay, that's my nerd moment for the week.
For the week. For the hour. And then there's gonna be more.
Also, I just like mentioned like 16 different nerdy things in that one nerd moment. So anyway, cake time. Okay, we're just gonna
Are we just
Yeah,
okay.
just all in. Let's move it closer. So
I'm super excited.
Ooh, it looks like it like cooked all the way through. I was afraid because of the cherries, like it might be like too liquidy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ooh, whoa.
Okay, it's not happening.
Oh my god! Oh, look at the cherry.
Wow.
I'm gonna go lay down now because I'm dead.
Wow. The icing is really nice.
Holy crap, dude! Bravo.
Really good. Thank you.
Well done. Okay, cake mix and a can of cherry filling and
Icing.
canned icing.
Not bad.
Magical.
Yeah. Wow.
Dude.
Solid bonus round.
Mm-hmm.
I love cake.
There's definitely something special about like just a rich chocolate cake with chocolate frosting.
Yeah. I used to not be a big chocolate cake fan. That's weird. I know. I used to think it was a little too much. But I feel like the older I've gotten, the more intense my PMS gets. And the craving is real. Oh God, okay.
I have a couple coworkers who don't like chocolate
At all?
Mm-mm.
Why? What's wrong with them?
I don't know. Their palates are too refined for chocolate.
Oh dear.
They they like vanilla flavored things. Chocolate down.
Chocolate now. Oh, the milk is good.
It is. It's a really nice combination.
I mean, I don't know. I try to understand people who don't like chocolate. I think one person, I asked them, I was like, why? And they were like, I don't know, I just don't like the taste. I'm like, what do you mean? What's there not to like? Oh, lots of cherry. Can you see that?
Dude,
It's
seriously.
Like red.
The cherries in it are really good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to keep eating, but I'm
I know.
definitely going to slow down in a
I'm about to tap
couple
out.
more bites.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I find it very therapeutic to eat from just the pan. Just straight from the pan.
There's something empowering about it.
Very,
It's like, this is my pan.
Anyway, back to Final Destination. I don't have much else to say on it except that it's an absolute classic, and if you haven't seen it, you need to.
Oh, yeah.
Just because there is something special about two eras of horror movies. 80s horror movies, 90s horror movies. Now, there are a select few in the recent years that the horror movies are like.
It's improving slowly.
It is. I think it really took a turn with James Wan
Oh my
and
God.
Insidious. Another mukbang. 'Cause
Yeah, dude, seriously,
that's-
it would take all day.
It would. We
I
literally.
almost mentioned it earlier, and I was like, no, I'm gonna go like on a tangent.
That's one of her favorites.
It is.
You even had the soundtrack at one point, right?
Not Insidious, but it would be something I would do.
There was that one song, the Tiptoe.
Oh yes, tiptoe through the window.
Stop! Oh my god.
That's the. He's actually does.
You're not allowed to do that ever again.
I'm gonna come creep in your window and start slowly.
I will literally pee myself. Okay, if you don't know what song we're talking about, or you've never seen Insidious, that was the most accurate thing I've ever heard. I'm so upset right now. Triggered. Just absolutely triggered. Because, first of all, when I saw Insidious, oh my god, we're gonna get on a tangent.
Yep.
We're
happening.
2 seconds. When I first saw Insidious, it was probably one of the scariest movies I've seen in a while.
Dude, right? It was. It was everything about it. It was like, honestly, when I first watched, I think we watched it together for the first time.
Oh my
The
god.
way it was filmed felt very like. I don't know how many horror movies that you guys have seen, but it feels like all of the camera angles are very predictable. Like the mirror scene, and like if you look behind you, or like the person opening the fridge, and then there's stuff behind the fridge. The Insidious felt like very
Different.
like, very different. The angles, it was just very the sounds where there wasn't like they did a good job, and then the creepy demon thing.
Okay, save it. We're gonna do another mukbang.
Okay.
Because it literally, we could talk about this we literally talk about it every other month.
Yeah.
Because it's just one of our favorite
But
movies.
James Wan has really done a good job for.
Dude, what is it about Asians and like twisted shit?
I don't know.
Because
Like The Grudge.
The Grudge. The Ring was also a Japanese original story, and then Shudder, the one I was talking about. Yeah, that's also originally a Japanese. Lots of movies are originally in Asian. Yeah.
Let's do it.
No. Next time.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm done. Are you done?
Oh, I wish I wasn't, but yes.
Also,
I'm going to die.
look at. This is Madeline's side. This is my side.
That's awesome.
She's like a cute little baby bird, and I'm just like a bowl in a china in a cake shop, basically.
I seriously could just lick off the entire thing of icing.
Okay, that's gross. Really?
Yes.
You're an icing person, huh?
I am.
I'm
an
not.
icing person.
This icing's actually already a little too much for me,
Oh,
but
for real? I'm just gonna.
while she does that, we're gonna go. Please don't forget, if you enjoyed the video today, to like and subscribe, and comment down below if you want Madeline back again. She's gonna come back regardless, but
Yeah, this is awesome.
bye y'all.
Bye.